Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Chandler Santos here. I'm the developer of the Holy Scroll Bible app. It is February 7th, 3:07 a.m. And man, I couldn't even tell you what town this is in Denmark, but we're here at the hotel, 16 levels up, and we are going to read actually -2 here in Leviticus 14, and maybe we get to 16. So, hey, praise God. That's kind of the plan. Looks like Leviticus 14 is 57 chapters. So gosh, yeah, this is gonna be um somewhat of a read here. But hey, praise God. So I am reading the entire Bible this year off the Holy Scroll Bible app, the app that I made. I have it here on the iPad to encourage you to read the entire Bible. I hope that these videos that I am documenting and putting together is encouraging you to say, hey, look, who's this guy on my phone right now and why is he doing this? And as you see me doing this, I hope it encourages you to say, hey, look, I can maybe do the same. I think reading the Bible cover to cover is the most important thing that you can do if you call yourself a Christian. So if you haven't read the entire Bible cover to cover, I highly encourage you to do so. I think it's so important. I absolutely think it's so important. It's like my pure mission of developing this app. I have no other mission. It's not paid. There's no in-app purchases. There's nothing about it other than it to be like just a pure, honest motivation and mission and calling from God to encourage other people to read their entire Bible cover to cover. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna jump into Leviticus 14, and we're gonna get to 16 tonight because it is 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm going to get some rest as well. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, This shall be the law of the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought unto the priest, and the priest shall go forth out of the camp, and the priest shall look. And behold, if the plague of leprosy be healed in the leper, then shall the priest command to take him that is to be cleansed 2 birds alive, and cedar wood, and scarlet, and hyssop. And the priest shall command that one of the birds be killed, and the earthen vessel over the running water. As for the living bird, he shall take it, and the cedar wood, and the scarlet, and the hyssop, and shall dip them in the living bird, in the blood of the bird that was killed over the running water. And he shall sprinkle upon him that is to be cleansed from the leprosy 7 times, and shall pronounce him clean, and shall set the living bird loose into the open field. And he that is cleansed shall wash his clothes, and shave off all his hair, and wash himself in water, that he may be clean. And after that he shall come into the camp, and shall tarry abroad out of his tent 7 days. But in it shall be on the 7th day that he shall shave all his hair off his head, and his beard, and his eyebrows, even all his hair he shall shave off, and he shall wash his clothes. Also he shall wash his flesh in water, that he shall be clean. And on the 8th day he shall take 2 he lambs without blemish, and 1 ewe lamb on the 1st year without blemish, and 3 tenth deals of fine flour for a meat offering mingled with oil, and 1 log of oil. And the priest that maketh him clean shall present the man that is to be made clean, and those things before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall take 1 he lamb, and offer him for a trespass offering of the log of oil, and wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. And he shall slay the lamb in the place where he shall kill the sin offering and the burnt offering in the holy place. For as the sin offering is the priest, so is the trespass offering, it is most holy. And the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering, and the priest shall put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. And the priest shall take some of the log of oil, and pour it into the palm of his own left hand. And the priest shall dip his right finger in the oil that is in his left hand, and shall sprinkle the oil with his finger 7 times before the Lord. And the rest of the oil that is in his hand shall the priest put upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the blood of the trespass offering. And the remnant of the oil that is in the priest's hand, he shall pour upon the head of him that is to be cleansed, and the priest shall make an atonement for him before the Lord. And the priest shall offer the sin offering and make an atonement for him that is to be cleansed from his uncleanness, and afterward he shall kill the burnt offering. And the priest shall offer the burnt offering and the meat offering upon the altar, and the priest shall make an atonement for him, and he shall be clean. And if he be poor, he cannot get so much that he shall take one lamb for a trespass offering to be waved to make an atonement for him, and 1/10 deal of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, and a log of oil, and two turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to get, and the one shall be a sin offering, and the other a burnt offering. And he shall bring them on the 8th day of his cleansing into the priest, into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord. And the priest shall take of the lamb of the trespass offering and the log of oil, and the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. And he shall kill the lamb of the trespass offering, and the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering and put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. And the priest shall pour the oil into the palm of his left hand. And the priest shall sprinkle with his right finger some of the oil that is left. And the priest shall sprinkle with his right finger some of the oil that is in his left hand 7 times before the Lord. And the priest shall put the oil that is in his hand upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the place of the blood of the trespass offering. And the rest of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall put upon the head of him that is to be cleansed, to make an atonement for him before the Lord. And if he shall offer the one of the turtle doves or of the young pigeons, such as he can get, even such as he is able to get, the one is for a sin offering, and the other is for a burnt offering, with the meat offering, and the priest shall make an atonement for him that is to be cleansed before the Lord. This is the law of him in whom is the plague of leprosy, whose hand is not able to get that which pertaineth to his cleansing. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, When ye come into the land of Canaan, which I give to you for a possession, and I put the plague of leprosy in your house of the land of your possession, and he that owneth the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, It seemeth to me there is as it were a plague in the house. Then the priest shall command that they empty the house before the priests go into it to see the plague, that all that is in the house be not made unclean. And afterward the priest shall go in to see the house, and he shall look on the plague, and behold, if the plague be in the walls of the house, with hollow strakes, greenish or reddish, within the site or lower than the wall, then the priest shall go out of the house to the door of the house, and shut up the house 7 days. And the priest shall come again the 7th day, and shall look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the walls of the house, then the priest shall command that they take away the stones in which the plague is. And they shall cast them into an unclean place without the city. And he shall cause the house to be scraped within round about, and they shall pour out the dust that they scrape off without the city into an unclean place. And they shall take other stones and put them in the place of those stones, and he shall take other mortar and shall plaster the house. And if the plague come again and break out of the house, after that he hath taken away the stones, and after he hath scraped the house, and after it is plastered, then the priest shall come and look. And behold, if the plague be spread in the house, it is a fretting leprosy. In the house it is unclean. And if he shall break down the house, the stones with it, and the timber thereof, and all the mortar of the house, he shall carry them forth out of the city into an unclean place. Moreover, he that goeth into the house all the while that it is shut up shall be unclean until the even. And he that lieth in the house shall wash his clothes, and he that eateth in the house shall wash his clothes. And if the priest shall come in and look upon it, and behold, the plague hath not spread in the house after the house was plastered, then the priest shall pronounce the house clean, because the plague is healed. And he shall take to cleanse the 2 birds, and cedar wood, and scarlet, and hyssop, and he shall kiss the one of the birds in the vessel, in the earthen vessel over running water. And he shall take the cedar wood, and the hyssop, and the scarlet, and the living bird, and dip them in the blood of the slain bird, and in the running water, and sprinkle the house 7 times. And he shall cleanse the house with the blood of the bird, and with the running water, and with the living bird, and with the cedar wood, and with the hyssop, and with the scarlet. But he shall let go the living bird out of the city into the open fields, and make an atonement for the house, it shall be clean. This is the law of the manner of the plague of leprosy and scall, and for the leprosy of a garment and of a house, as for a rising, and for a scab and a bright spot, to teach when it is unclean, and when it is clean. This is the law of leprosy. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, here we are, chapter 15. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when any man hath a running issue out of his flesh, because of his issue is unclean, and this shall be his uncleanness and his issue, whether his flesh run with his issue, or his flesh be stopped from his issue, it is his uncleanness. Every bed whereon he lieth that hath it, the issue is unclean, and everything whereon he sitteth shall be unclean. What's up, bro? I can make some room for you. Yeah, man. No, you're good. Are you gonna shower? Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna jump in the shower. All right. Well, we just have to readjust a little bit. Hope y'all don't mind. All right. Okay, that should work. Say again. Nah, it doesn't matter. But I'll close this here. All right. See y'all in the AM. I'm just gonna finish my reading here. Hope y'all don't mind. Every bread whereon he lieth that hath an issue is unclean, and everything whereon he sitteth shall be unclean. Every bed whereon he lieth that hath the issue is unclean, and everything whereon he sitteth shall be unclean. And whosoever toucheth his bed shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean unto the even. And he that sitteth on anything whereon he sat, that hath the issue, shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even. And he that toucheth the flesh of him that hath the issue shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean unto the even. And if he hath the issue spit upon him that is clean, then he shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean unto the even. And what saddle soever he rideth upon that hath the issue shall be unclean. And whosoever toucheth anything that is under him shall be unclean unto the even. And he that beareth any of those things shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean unto the even. And whomsoever he toucheth that hath the issue, and hath not rinsed his hands in water, he shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean unto the even. And the vessel of earth that he toucheth with half the issue shall be broken, and every vessel of wood shall be rinsed in water. And when he hath an issue is cleansed of his issue, then he shall number to himself 7 days for his cleansing, and wash his clothes, and bathe bathe his flesh in running water, and shall be clean. And on the 8th day he shall take of him 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, and come before the Lord unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and give him unto the priest. And the priest shall offer them, and for one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for him before the Lord for his issue. And if any man see of copulation go out from him, then he shall wash all his flesh in water, and be unclean unto the even. And every garment and every skin whereon the seed of copulation shall be washed with water, and be unclean unto the even. The women also with whom man shall lie with the seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water, and be unclean unto the even. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall put apart 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean unto the even. And everything that she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean. And whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean unto the even. And whosoever toucheth anything that she sat upon shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean unto the even. And if it be on her bed, or anything whereon she sitteth, when he toucheth it, he shall be unclean unto the even. And if any man lie with her at all, and her flowers be upon him, he shall be unclean 7 days. And all the bed whereon he lieth shall be unclean. And if a woman have an issue of her blood many days out of the time of her separation, or if it run beyond the time of her separation, all the days of the issue of her uncleanness shall be as the days of her separation. She shall be unclean. Every bed whereon she lieth, all the days of her issue shall be unto her as the bed of her separation. And whosoever she sitteth upon it shall be unclean, and the uncleanness of her separation, as the uncleanness of her separation. And whosoever toucheth those things shall be unclean, and shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean unto the even. But if she be cleansed of her issue, then she shall number to herself 7 days, and after that she shall be clean. And on the 8th day she shall take unto her 2 turtle doves, 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons, and bring them into the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for her before the Lord for the issue of her uncleanness. Thus shall ye separate the children of Israel from their uncleanness, that they die not in their uncleanness, when they defile my tabernacle that is among them. This is the law of him that hath an issue, of him whose seed goeth from him, and is defiled wherewith, and of her that is sick of her flowers, and of him that hath an issue, of the man and the woman, and of him that lieth with her that is unclean. So boom, there we are, chapter 16. Again, this is the Holy Scroll Bible app, the most distraction-free Bible app in existence, and I'm reading the entire Bible this year off the app that I developed. So tomorrow we will be jumping or continuing our reading in chapter 16, and we'll start there. All right, have a good night. Peace out.